If you guys need FIFA 18 Ultimate Team coins, go and check out x3game.com. Their link will be down in the description. Use code CAPGUN to get yourself a discount. You're right guys, it's Capgun Tom here and welcome to episode number 33 of Milan, Manchester, Madrid. Now I am going to update the checklist for the next time. Basically I'm having a trouble with my Photoshop because I'm on the move, currently travelling through America. So you're going to have to bear with me on the checklist front. We got to add an 89 second inform Handanovic, a Bonaventura 85 rated, an inform or second inform Otamendi 86 rated, Saul 84 rated, Fernandez 84 rated, and then yeah, potentially some Footmas cards as well. I'm not really sure how that's going to work. But anyway, let's dive into the episode. Let's join the action. Okay, so let's dive into the episode. First thing we are going to do is have a look at our trade pile. As you can see, we are now up to about 200,000 coins? Sorry, I'm recording on my Mac, so I've got an absolutely tiny preview window, so I can't actually even see the coin total. But anyway, you can see all the stuff we've managed to sell from the last episode. This was all stuff that we got in packs. We did sort of like a decent pack opening. If you missed it, go back and watch it. In fact, I think the last episode was the episode where I played 40 games of Foot Champs in a day. We ended up going 22 wins that week, so that's quite interesting. We've got quite a lot of interesting stuff surrounding Foot Champs coming up later on in the episode as well, because obviously I'm away. I'm in the US of A, currently in San Francisco in my hotel room recording this, and I've been playing Foot Champs, and it obviously brings up a lot of questions like how do you get ranked? Do you need to change your region, etc, etc? Is it easier? Is it more difficult? Like, all of these things, I will be going through that later on. Anyway, you can see here we're doing these squad builder challenges for marquee matchups. All this stuff came from my club, I believe, bar one of the players for the French squad builder challenge. Yeah, I think I picked one of those up for 1,500. But, you know, from our club and plus 1,500 coins for a whole load of decent looking packs. That's not bad at all. Fingers crossed we're going to get something good. And I already know we're about to get something good. So you've got to hold on to your hats right now. We've also got our Foot Champions rewards coming up. And we've got some Foot Champions gameplay, as I said, coming up too. So first pack gives us Borja Valero. Boards player, not the boards player you want to see. Obviously, you're looking for something that's actually going to give you some coins instead of absolutely nothing. But I think that all of the higher rated players are probably going to start sort of popping up in price, because of these squad builder challenges for Footmas. You know, a lot of high rated players are going to get submitted. That means that there'll be less of them on the market, their price goes up, you know, supply and demand, all of that stuff. Anyway, we opened a premium gold players pack there, didn't get anything in it. We didn't get anything in this 15k pack. So we have actually not been all that lucky in our rewards, in our Foot Champions rewards recently. So we're hoping that's going to change today, because, you know, like, I'm busting my ass playing Foot Champions games. I could quite easily turn that time into just trading, and you probably get more coins back for it. But then the series would be a little less varied, and I think it probably takes something away. And I'm thinking that I'm starting to think maybe what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Foot Champions less seriously, you know, not try and play the ultimate team that I can build every single game. So that would probably be like, you know, the team we've got at the moment with Ronaldo, Bale and Griezmann up top, with like Inform Pogba and like Bailly at the back. I'm starting to think that I might switch it up and just have a bit more fun with it, because I'm starting to realise that I am not going to be an elite player this season. I'm not that good. So yeah, maybe that's something I'm going to start using a whole load of different players in the series as well, which I think is something you guys might want to see. Now you can see here that we do manage to get the player that I was talking about. We get ourselves a nice little team of the group stage, obviously being this pack being opened before team of the group stages went out of packs, and you can see there is Cochran, so nice stuff. I do have to apologise because there isn't actually any audio for any of the footage today. I'm going to try and make sure I sort it out for the next episode. The reason that there's no audio is I just didn't check, and I'm recording on a Mac instead of a PC. Yeah, I'm just rolling with the punches. It's like, I'm actually surprised I've even been able to play any Foot Champions this week, so this video was almost not made at all. But anyway, he only goes for like 12k, that Cochran, so I think maybe we hang on to him for a little bit. You know, maybe a squad builder challenge is going to come up where all of their prices spike up. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, that was all of the sort of like the squad builder challenge packs that we did. Didn't really get much other than that Cochran and Borja Valero, and I think we got one other board player. In fact, yeah, no, we got one other board player as well. But here you go, we got our Foot Champions rewards. We've also got all of these daily Footmas squad builder challenge sort of packs being released. So we've got 2 of those, and I haven't paid anything for them so far, so everything's come out of my club. So we've got Prime Gold Players Pack, we've also got a Mega Pack, and then on top of that we also have our FUT Champions rewards, which is a rare gold pack and 2 rare mega packs. So yeah, not quite as good as the 100k packs that we're really aiming for, but here we go anyway. Rare gold pack, fingers crossed that we are going to find something decent in this pack. Unfortunately, there is not. As you can see, there's not even a thick side to it, so you can tell as soon as the pack is open that it hasn't got anything in. We get Zaza, which is no good. We open this mega pack, fingers crossed for something in the mega pack. Please, EA, I need something. Okay, here we go. We got something decent. The boards are out. What's it going to be? Spanish. I hate it when it's Spanish because 90% of the time, because there's so many like 83 rated Spanish players, you're very rarely going to get one of the upper tier ones. And to be honest, there aren't all that many upper tier Spanish like boards players anyway. I'm thinking there's like Ramos, there's like De Gea, and past that, there isn't anyone that really goes for 100k plus that's Spanish. So a little bit frustrating, but there you go. We get another pack here, and this one gives us Draxler, who isn't a bad player at all. We also get Mascherano Pastore, which is a very, very decent pack because we've got 3 board players. We've got Emre Can in there. I mean, nothing that actually sells for, 5k plus, but, together they're probably worth about like 6k. So we're doing good. Like 40 games of FIFA, I mean, it seems worth it. But of course, we've got the 45k to go with it. Anyway, here's our last pack, this rare mega pack. Fingers crossed that it's going to throw out something good for us. It has got boards. What is the boards player it's going to give us? Oh, and yeah, it's not Messi, it's Gaetan. So there you go. Those are our FUT Champions rewards packs. Now it's time to get into some FUT Champions gameplay. So here we go. FUT Champions time has arrived. There is the dreaded screen. 40 games to go, and even as I sit here recording this, I know that I've got another 20 to go, and I've got about 12 hours to play it in, so it's going to be a little bit of a tilter, I think, but I'm going to try and stay strong this week. Anyway, you know the team that we're running with: Ronaldo, Griezmann, Bale, Modric, Inform Pogba, Casemiro, then we've got Marcelo, Varane, Bailly, De Gea, and then Valencia at right back with a whole load of super subs on the bench. So we're going to, fingers crossed, do really well. Now, I'm not going to talk about NA or America versus EU or rest of the world, all of that stuff, now that I've actually got some sort of like insight into how competitive each is. I'm going to save that for the next episode because, let's be fair, like, you could have an amazing run and think you're doing great, but then it could all go sort of like tits up, and then it actually turns out that it's just as difficult in one region as another. So I'm gonna reserve judgment until I've played all 40 games, and then I will make my decision on whether I think it's easier or harder to play on N8. So you're gonna need to watch the next episode to see that, because I know there's a lot, and that there's like a lot of controversy surrounding that. Literally everyone is like, EU's better, no, NA's better. Oh, it's just like, it's a non-stop battle. So I'll talk more about that in the next episode. But what I did find quite odd was I tweeted out saying, hey, so I'm playing in America now, what do I do about my region? So as you know, when you start up FIFA for the first time, it says, what region are you? And you have to choose like EU, rest of world, or America. And because I'm now playing in America, you would think that I need to change my region, but apparently not. So what actually happens is I still get matched up against people who are nearby me, so it tries to skill or match me to people as close as possible so we have a decent connection to play on, but I'm still ranked on the EU leaderboards, which is very, very odd, and there's not actually any way to change your nation or your region. There's no way to change your region. So, for example, if I moved permanently out to the States, I would be stuck on EU for the rest, or the EU like leaderboards for the rest of the season. And that has actually happened quite a few times. People have actually accidentally selected the wrong region and then been forced to play on that leaderboard for the rest of time. Like, I think ideally, like, if you were going to go out of your way to do well and try and get top 100 every week, you'd probably be looking to put yourself in the rest of the world region and then just play against Europeans, because you've got a better chance of getting into the top 100, I believe, in rest of the world. I'm not 100% on that, so don't kill me if I'm wrong, but I think that the number of games you need to win each week is actually lower in like some of the other regions. So yeah, it's quite interesting and a little bit weird. I'm not sure if I really like it, to be honest. I think it's kind of a stupid system. I think you should be playing for the leaderboard in the region you're in. Maybe it should be every month, so that you get you're ranked in a region for 1 month. That would make sense. Anyway, we're currently 2-1. We really should be 3-0, because as you saw in the last game, we ended up losing 1-0. That guy, well, it couldn't have been more one-sided. It literally couldn't have been more one-sided, but we ended up losing regardless. And that's the sort of game that I need to iron. I need to just, when I am better, I need to hammer my opponent more, because that will result in me beating them more often. At the moment, I feel like I play a little bit watery, and sometimes maybe I don't, push as hard as I should, and that allows them to get these 1-0 results against me that maybe I shouldn't be allowing to happen at all. Anyway, you can see we're in our next game here, and it's currently 2-2. I think we have to go into extra time here. He's using pretty much like a full Manchester United team, and yeah, we end up going, well, actually, no, we don't end up going to extra time. This is actually a game that ends in regular time. You can see here we go 3-2 up. I don't know how Bale puts that in, but if you think that goal was cheesy, we managed to score one that didn't have any air of cheese about it at all to win the game, to make it 4-2. So we're currently 3-1. This isn't unheard of for me. Sometimes I have a really bad start, sometimes I have a good start. My best ever start in the EU, or playing in EU, is 15-5. So we're going to probably judge it off that, and I think my worst start ever is 11-9. So we'll see. We'll sort of see where we end up based on that. Anyway, you can see we're in the next game. This guy gets through. I tried to bring out the goalkeeper. He simply chips it over me, and we're 1-0 behind. But a lovely passing move puts Pogba through, and Pogba puts that one away. Now, I do like Pogba. I'm going to talk about Pogba for a little bit. A lot of pros, or at least the ones that I've spoken to, don't necessarily like him. They think he is like the best solution for a bad set of choices. Like, if you need to have a Manchester United player to link into sort of Bailly and Valencia, because I think it goes without saying that Bailly and Valencia are the best sort of like centre-back, right-back combo on the entire game. I mean, you've got at left-back, you've got the Bayern triangle of Vidal, Boateng and Alaba, or maybe you're going Chiellini, Sandro, and then whichever Juventus player in front of them, Matuidi most likely. I think the best right-back combo is probably the Manchester United one, and then you've got the choice of having De Gea in goal. Now, a lot of people aren't actually convinced by Pogba, and unfortunately, I'm not convinced. Like, the amount of coins I spent on him, you would expect him to be doing unbelievable things, and I just don't think he's doing them. I don't think he's, living up to the expectation. He does well, but the number of chances he misses is just absolutely insane. And I'm not talking like, 50-yard long shots that he's missing, and I'm like, he should be scoring those. I'm talking like one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and he puts it 5 yards wide. I mean, this game isn't a great example of it, because he did put everything away that I gave to him. He put it away. But overall, throughout the games that I've played, he just doesn't convince me. Like, I think that Matic, for me, personally, better midfielder, but I don't want to make my defence too defensive, or my midfield too defensive. So, yeah, it's a really, really difficult one. Is Pogba worth it? Probably not. You're probably better off using Bakayoko. But for this series, we've got to use Manchester United, Man City players, etc. So we ain't got the choice of Bakayoko, so we'll keep on using Pogba. Anyway, you can see here that we are 2-0 up in this game. We unfortunately conceded an absolutely trash goal. What was I doing? Terrible, terrible defending from me. Just let him run at me and score. And that was happening quite a lot, because I'm currently not on my usual setup. The TV that I'm playing on is like a big TV. It's like 32 inches. I play on like a small monitor, much closer. The angle is awful because it's up really high. In fact, there's some pictures on my Twitter if you want to go and have a look at what I'm playing on. And yeah, it's a little bit difficult to play outside your comfort zone, but we're still doing relatively okay in this. You can see we're now through, and Sterling puts that away. Our opponent had a red card, but he still managed to bring it back. But we end up finishing off 4-2. So we're currently, I believe, 6-1. So that is a relatively good start for me. Relatively good. If I go 6-2 here, though, this is where it usually sort of all falls apart for me. Like when I get that second loss and more, that's when I really start to struggle. Anyway, you can see here we go behind. A little bit of luck for our opponent. It just literally ricocheted everywhere, and then you can see here I just let him run at me, and I thought Marcelo was marking that. I need to find an alternative for Marcelo. I hate this guy. I honestly hate him. I think he's worst left back ever. I honestly think he is absolutely awful. I know some of you will be like, Tommy, you're controlling him, but there is an element of AI in it, and I just don't like Marcelo. Anyway, you can see here we're 2-1 down, and we get a penalty in the 90th minute. Now, do we have the stones to stick this one down the middle as we usually do? We do, and we convert, and now it is 2-2. We have to go to extra time. In fact, we go all the way to penalties. You can see it's 4-4 on the penalty sheet, and we managed to save his penalty, which gives us a slight advantage. So here we go. Can we put this one away? We put it away. I think we win the entire game, but no, he manages to save it as well. So we are back level again. Come on, we can do it. You can see there, another good save by De Gea, very well read. This guy didn't know much about the sort of like looking. The players look where you're going to take the penalty if you look very closely. And this guy didn't know about it because I literally just went the way he was looking every single time and pretty much saved them all. I think there was one that actually rolled under me, so it would have been over a lot sooner. But, you know, that's just FIFA. I hate it when you go the right way and it doesn't go. And anyway, this is the team we're coming up against next. And you've got to think, Tom, you've got to get a result here. He's got a silver at right back. He's got loads of players off chemistry, like including his centre back. But look at this. He's through. Don't do it to me. And yeah, of course he does. Mbappe just lifts that straight over the goalkeeper. I was caught in no man's land. Should I have come? Should I have not come at all? I don't know. But anyway, you can see here we fight hard and we put it into Ronaldo, who turns and hits it on the turn, and we do make it 1-1. So we do have to go to penalties again. Extra time didn't separate us. And you can see there we make a good save with De Gea. We've actually managed to save 2 of his penalties now. Can we get this goal? We can indeed. And that does, well, actually, no, it doesn't. We have to save 1 more or score 1 more to win this. And you can see there we get a little bit of luck because we go the right way, but it hits both posts and comes back out. So there you go. Good stuff. And another result there for us. So all good. We're looking pretty happy with stuff. And we are now going to dive into another game. And I forgot to say, guys, there is another giveaway over on QT. If you want to go get involved, you can win yourself a PlayStation. You can win yourself an Xbox One X. I think it's a PS4 Pro, an Xbox One X, a really banging graphics card if you're a PC guy. Or you can win the equivalent amount of money in FIFA points or Amazon codes or whatever you want, basically. You can go and get it. All you have to do is follow the link down in the description and you can get involved in that. It takes about 5 seconds. It's definitely worth it and it would really help me out if you could do that. Anyway, you can see here we're in another game and Ronaldo was on an absolute charge. We were 3-0 up in 25 minutes. I was like, cool, game over. And I didn't take my foot off the gas. This is the thing. I didn't take my foot off the gas. It's just like his team just became gods. I have no idea why. It feels like Mario Kart with catch-up. You know, when you go like, you're like 2 laps behind and you're travelling at twice the speed of every single other car on the track. And every power-up you pick up is the rocket that brings you closer to the pack. That's what it felt like. And you can see there, he actually managed to pull it back to 3-3. He even goes 4-3 up. I was like, just stop it. Stop it now, game. So we get a free kick here, and we play into Pogba. Pogba absolutely booms that one away, so 4-4. And once again, we have to go to extra time. You can see here that we get through. Look at this, Kyle Walker, we bring him on at centre mid, and he is like my hidden OP beast. He's what I bring on when I need a little bit of extra juice in my midfield. Maybe I'm winning, maybe I just need someone who can enforce a bit more. It's Kyle Walker. He just runs through people. He literally is a battering ram. So at this point, we are 9-1. That is absolutely epic. I think that's probably my best first 10 games that I've actually had this season. So I was over the moon. Anyway, you can see here we're in our next game. And yeah, we're behind. We're behind. So the first 10 were great. And then, yeah, it looks like things might start falling apart. Or are they? Because Ronaldo's on the charge again. Fantastic shot from the man. And that makes it 1-1. I was very, very happy about that. But, once again, I have no idea where my defence is. Where is Marcelo? What is going on? And, yeah, it's the weak little P-rolly shot that we all use. I know we all use and abuse it, but it's just like, please, I hate it when that happens. At the goalkeeper and you just palms it straight back out into your opponent's path. Anyway, you can see here that Sterling gets taken out in the box and we go down the middle and we score it. So there we go. We got the stones to just keep on putting it down the middle. Once some people start saving it down the middle, that's when I'll stop using it. We're at pens here and I think I actually went the right way already in this penalty shootout and it didn't save it. So I was already a little bit frustrated. I don't know how that went wide because I have practiced penalties and I know now how to take them and I was doing everything right. So not really sure what happened there. And you can see there he finishes me off. Unfortunate result there. We end up getting a loss on the penalty shootout. Anyway, we tried to forget about that loss by going into our next game. And you can see we come up against a, well, it looks like a decent team. It has that Lacazette one to watch card that people have been banking on, but still hasn't paid off for, I don't know, ever since it came out, I guess. And you can see here we get a little bit of luck. as we bang that one away with Modric, he makes a horrible error with Boateng, and we punish him for it. And then look at this, a bit more luck for you. As we take the shot with Modric, it falls straight back to him, and it is 2-0. And that is how that game actually ended up finishing. Now we go into this, and I'm up against a 3 at the back, and I was like, yes, we got a 3 at the back. I played 3 up top, game over, he's got no chance. Apparently not. This guy was unbelievable. The first really solid opponent I came across in the States, and definitely one that deserved to beat me 100%. He absolutely crushed me. It was 5-1. I ended up quitting out, and yeah, unfortunately everything went a little bit like off the rails right then. You can see I've got a glitch screen here, so I have no idea what's going on, but at this point where I'm showing you this screen, we are 10-7. I went on a 5 loss streak. I devastated. Devastated is the only way I can describe it. Like, literally, I have no idea what happened. I even took a break. I even went to bed. Like, I went to bed because I was like, I lost 3 games in a row. I went to bed, woke up, lost another 2 games. I was like, what is going on? Anyway, we're trying to make up for it. We're still trying to play strong so we can get the first 20 games done for this episode. And you can see here we're 2-0 up. We end up conceding 1. How Valencia runs that slow there, I have no idea. It's because of kickoff boost. It's absolutely ridiculous. There's so many things in this game that just annoy the hell out of me. I don't know. I'm not going to say anything. But anyway, you can see here we're going to win this game to finally end the loss streak, the 5 loss streak. Yeah, you can see I basically just frustrated this guy. I just passed it around a lot. And eventually he just started making stupid mistakes, running at me, trying to slide tackle me and stuff, when he's got no chance of getting it. So we win that one, like 5-1 or something. And we go into the next game. This guy's got a very formidable team with Van Basten and Rui Costa up front. And you can see here, lovely stuff from the game, giving me 3 goals. I mean, what on earth? How am I winning the header for a start? How is it ending up at Bale's feet? I don't even know, but you can see here we make it 2-0 with Ronaldo in the 63rd minute. I was pretty sure we were going to finish this one off, but of course, me, being me, gave him a goal. I mean, what are you doing? Why do you do this, Tom? Why do you do this? But we hold on. We hold on, which was the main thing. And then we go into our final game. So we are currently, I think we are 12-7. We can go 13-7 if we win this game. And that wouldn't be the worst result that we've had. It's up there with one of the better results in the first 10 or first 20, I think. And you can see there a lovely, lovely scoop turn from Pogba. We get a goal, and very happy with that. And then we basically just keep on passing, and eventually the space opens up. There's Modric, absolute banging shot as well from the edge of the box. Maybe I should have taken it closer to ensure it went in, but it does end up in the back of the net nonetheless. He gets a goal as it ricochets all over the place and ends up going in. But you can see I love this. I don't know why, but this just seems to be working for me today. And yeah, what a finish that is. What an absolute banging finish from Ronaldo that is. So we're all good. But of course I want to make it a little bit squeaky bum time for the last 2 minutes, but he didn't come back, and that is how we finished. So 13-7, not too bad. As I said, reserving judgment for on whether I think this region is easier or harder. I will let you know in the next episode. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a thumbs up if you have enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Peace!